Hey fellow gamers, are you getting a little bit tired of twisting blades? Everyone's running it. I know I have been for the majority of Season 1. Well, let's have a look at what might be another viable build for the Rogue. Just before we get started, if you do like the video, remember to hit that like button, subscribe, ring that bell notification so you don't miss any future content. Let's jump in. So the build I want to talk about today is Penetrating Shot. Now I've put a couple clips of the Twisting Blades build that I was running before, just for comparison's sake in terms of survivability, amount of time it takes to clear groups of enemies, and general playstyle. You can see that survivability is pretty decent and the amount of time to clear enemies is okay. And keep in mind I'm running the Barber. Now I've gone back, reset my Paragon board, updated all my skills, changed out some gear, and swapped out a good number of aspects. I want to point out this aspect in particular because it makes a huge difference, as you can see in a couple seconds. Without that aspect, the penetrating shot goes right through. There's no AoE. It's hard to clear groups of enemies, and single target is also a disaster. I found survivability to be a lot lower. There's a lot more standing still time as the penetrating shot animation takes a little bit longer. But you can see once you've got that shadow imbuement, you get a real nice explosion if you can get a nice pack of enemies. They don't even need to be fully lined up as long as they're close together. The problem that I found is when there's about 1 to 5 enemies, it definitely was a lot tougher to clear them. You're kiting around, your imbuments aren't recharging quickly enough. Let me know if you've had the same problem or how you've dealt with that. And if you've running penetrating shot and you're doing a bit of a different build style, I'd love to hear about it. Overall, I do think that this build is viable. There's some massive AoE damage. It's just not quite there yet for the groups of enemies 5 or less. But with a little more testing, I think we'll get there. Well, I hope that video gave you a little something to think about. Leave a comment in the description with any builds that you're trying and if you're finding any success with them. You can also leave a comment with any questions or future content that you'd like me to do a video on. Don't forget, you can also find me over on Twitch. Link is going to be in the description. And lastly, if you did like the video, hit that like button, subscribe, ring that bell notification so you don't miss any future content. Catch you on the next one.